YouTube, welcome back to the Elect of God YouTube channel. So chosen ones, you bounce back hard. I'm telling you, you bounce back literally hard. You've had situations in life that have thrown you down. They've like, you may have lost a lot of your money or something, or you may have been went through like a situation that's so tragic that like you're like, how can I get out of this? Or you could have everyone like laughing at you, be like, oh, you're not gonna do anything. You're gonna be stuck here. You're gonna be stuck here. You may have like lost a job or something. You may have suffered like a heavy loss plenty of times in your life, and you just went down. Like everything's been going wrong, and you're like, what's going on? And then you'd have haters that are like, oh yeah, look, like they're kind of happy that you're down. They're like, yes, he's down. He's not gonna be anything. He's not gonna do nothing. He's gonna be the same. He's gonna be the same as everybody. All these things that people say are for a purpose. They say these things because they know that you're different. They know that you're chosen by God. They know that you're different. So to them, because they see that you're different, you're chosen by God, they can see that you have potential. But you've probably suffered a lot of losses in your life, and you could be like, I know, like I'm supposed to be doing something big, but my life is not showing like what is going on. You're like, I know I'm supposed to be doing something good, but I'm not prospering. Like I keep actually losing. You keep losing it, losses and delays and all these things, and then people are like, and people get kind of like haters. I mean, people as haters, they see you get down, and then they get happy. They're like, oh yeah, he's not special or anything, or he's not made to do anything big. He's just the same. He's just normal. He's gonna do normal things. These are all lies. The reason you've suffered many like losses in your life, or you've been put down, is because you get these huge setbacks for giant comebacks. Like you literally bounce back so hard, and you probably know this already. You bounce back so hard as a chosen one, where you bounce back even higher than you were before you went down, before you fell down. You fall and you think, and then everyone looks at you. They're like, yeah, he's never gonna make it out of this one. Yeah, he's not gonna do this. They laugh at you and everything. But because you have God on your side, your life's in the hand of God. Whenever you get pulled down, whenever you fall down, it exposes everyone around you. It exposes everyone that wanted to see your demise. It exposes whoever was actually like for you and not against you. It exposes everybody, right? And so you're able to see, God shows you who actually likes you and who just wants to see you fail, who's hating on you, who's jealous of you. You get put down in these situations. So it exposes everybody, and and it feels unfair. It does feel unfair at times. You're like, how come like my life is so difficult? Like I try to do like what I'm supposed to do, but I keep like it's just not working out. Like it's just somehow not working out. It just feels like a curse in a way. It almost feels like a curse. So these things happen because God is molding you throughout your whole life. He molds you. So he takes you in and out of stuff. He takes you in one thing and out of it. He takes you in one thing and out of it. Everything is for a purpose. And whenever you fall down, that's when you see like whoever's against you or whoever's actually for you. You see who people really are. So God exposes everyone through that. And but don't fool yourself about this. This is all people think you're down and you're gonna stay down and you're not gonna bounce back. No, chosen one, it's literally who you are to bounce back. Like you're made to bounce back things. And I'm telling you, you bounce back hard, like super hard. Like people get surprised. They're like, wait, how did that happen? Like They had zero faith in you, but it doesn't matter because you had faith. You had faith in your God. You had faith in yourself, and you already know you're gonna come back up. You've dealt with situations where they've put you down and everything because it exposes everyone and builds your character. It kills pride. It kills your pride. God crafts you into like he basically crafts you into gold. So you go through all these situations where like it seems impossible to get out of. You're like, how is this even gonna be possible? But the Bible scripture says what's impossible for man is possible with God. That's why you go through impossible situations as a chosen one. Like you go through situations that are so tough that like you're like, how can I even do this? God puts you in these situations because he can get you out of it. He could get the glory out of it. He could bring you out of it. That's why you bounce back so hard. Like when people's like, once it's your season to bounce back, all your haters, all your people that were against you, all the people that laughed at you or everything are just embarrassed. They're just gonna be like, how did that happen? Because they don't know that you're chosen. They don't know that you have God's hand on your life. They're just like, how did this even happen? Because your bounce backs are they're hard. You bounce back insanely hard as a chosen one because you're of God. God will literally make a table in the presence of your enemies. The scripture says that he'll make a table in the presence of your enemies. So everyone that was everyone that was hating on you, everyone that was thinking you're not going to be like anything, that they thinking you're like a lame, you're a bum or something. They think all these things are complete lies. You have the devil attacking you, like putting all this doubt in your head, making you think maybe you're not put here for a purpose. Maybe you're not chosen. Maybe you're not of God. Maybe God isn't even in your life. Maybe it's this, maybe it's that. All these doubts, these are all lies. It's just to stop you. But God, like, it's God's hand is on your life all the time. Like, you have God's hand on your life as a chosen. That's why you come out of situations that almost don't make any sense. You're like, how did I even get out of that situation? Because you have God on your side. And it literally gives you ultimate satisfaction to see, like, you were down for so long, and then you come up quick. You bounce back so hard where everyone's surprised. They're like, how did that even happen? So whenever you suffer as a chosen one, whenever you suffer, kind of take joy in it, because when you suffer, you're getting tested, you're building endurance and everything. God is really molding you into like perfection. It's molding you into gold. So whenever you suffer, you gotta kind of see it for what it really is. You're not just suffering for no reason. Everything's for a purpose that you go through. And then once you bounce back, once you come back, that bounce back is going to be so strong. It's just going to shock everybody. Like, you're literally going to bounce back so hard. Everyone's just going to be like, how did that happen? Like, how? Like, it's literally ultimate satisfaction. You see all the people that hated on you and try to put you down or thought you weren't going to be anything. Just see the look on their face. They're just like, and you're just like, look at me now. And they're like, they don't even know what to say. They've just been spewing hate their whole life and everything, trying to see you down. But you'll never be put down. You'll never be put down. God won't let you do it. He'll let you be down temporarily just for your bounce back to be super hard. Chosen ones, your life has been a series of setbacks and bounce backs every time, and they always get better and better and better. It's kind of like a level. You keep climbing. You keep climbing the stairs in life. Basically, you go through setback, you get a bounce back. Go through another setback, you get a bounce back. Go through setback, then you get a bounce back. Then you get like a really heavy one where you might lose everything. You might lose everything that you had, and you're like, how am I going to get out of this? God could literally do the impossible. Like, he doesn't forsake you. Trust me, he literally does not forsake you. Like, everything you go through, he could take you out of. He could literally take you out of like this, and just you bounce back. You literally bounce back like a rocket. Like, it's amazing. Like, whenever you bounce back, it's so crazy to, like, even yourself, you'll see, you're like, how did this even happen? It's because God blesses you. He blesses you, and God could do anything. So this is why in your life you probably had times where, like, everything's been so unfair. Like, people have been against you, people have treated you unfair, people have tried to put you down, people have tried to, like, manipulate your mind, people have tried to, like, trick you and think you're not going to be anything, people have tried to spew jealousy at you, people have tried to curse you, people have tried to do anything. Some people maybe have tried to kill you, as crazy as it sounds, but God, you're protected by God. You're divinely protected. They won't do anything. But people have tried to do many crazy things to you because they see who you are. They literally see who you are. You usually, as a chosen one, you don't even know who you are, but people have known who you were since you were young, since you were a child. They've known who you were. They knew you were different. They knew you had a different purpose, which is why I said in one of my old videos, why you're kind of held to a higher standard and you get treated unfairly in a way. Like, throughout your whole life, you've had times where, say it was in school where everyone's being kind of like disruptive to the class, talking, going on their phones or whatever, doing, just being disruptive, and the teacher kind of just ignores them, or maybe tells them to like stop, like, softly. But if you do one little wrong thing, you got in trouble for it. Like, you could be like they did something way worse than I did, and I did this little thing. Like, you might have took out your phone for like a split second, and the teacher saw you like this, and you're like, this doesn't make any sense. Why am I getting treated unfair? You be getting treated unfair your whole life because they've seen who you were. They saw that you have a purpose. They could see it in your energy. People knew it. They just didn't know how to explain it. They knew it. Like, they would notice the way you talked as a child. You've probably been intelligent. I mean, the chosen one, you've been intelligent your whole life. You're always intelligent. You always had open eyes. You always questioned a lot of things. Teachers and stuff in like the system that's like common in the system could see that you're different. So that's why they've always tried to treat you unfairly. You've been treated unfairly by the system your whole life. And it didn't make sense at the time. Like, I didn't know it at the time either until I found out who I was and everything. And then you're just like, man, this doesn't make any sense. Like, they're doing all this stuff. All these things are kind of not right to do, but they're not really getting in trouble. But you do that little thing just for a split second, and then you get in trouble. It's nothing bad. It's just they treat you like that because they saw who you were. They saw that you were put for a purpose. They saw you were different. You were kind of gifted. They could see that you were gifted. Your talents. In their mind, they were like, okay, this child's gonna be something different. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be different. So that's why they pick at you. They're gonna be like, you're gonna be the only one that gets noticed when everyone does something wrong. It's like you get in trouble first. You're in trouble for this. You're in trouble for something someone else did mainly. You just get in trouble for no reason. But yeah, that's how your childhood was, and maybe your time in school was as a chosen one. Like you couldn't do any wrong. You'll get in trouble like this. You're like, people could have done so many wrong things and never got in trouble. You could have done one wrong thing and followed their way, and then you get in trouble. But since your life was like that, that kind of helps you. That kind of helped you know that you're something different too. It actually kind of helps you because God will use anything and it'll help you out. So because you notice that you were treated differently, then you're able to think, you're like, wait, like, why did they do that? Like, why did they do that? Then you're kind of like, then you kind of notice that you are different. You are different. You think differently than everybody. Like, you can't fit in. You don't fit in. You're not made to fit in the world. You're made to change something about the world. And then when you find out, because God uses people to help you find out who you are, so you'll be like, why am I getting treated so, like, it's like unfair. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's unjust. It's like, they could do all that and not get in trouble, and I'll try just for a second. I'm in trouble. It doesn't make sense. But he was kind of showing you that you were different right there. He's like, no, you were different. Don't go that way. God leads your path every time. You go one way, that doesn't work. You may have tried one way, that doesn't work. You tried that job, you got rejected. You tried to do this, it didn't work out. You tried to do that, it didn't work out. You tried to go that way, it didn't work out. God uses all of these until he takes you to the path that you're supposed to be on. And then you find out. So everything is used by God for good, for the greater good. And so the reason you've also had situations where you fall down is because you were walking into stuff you weren't supposed to do, so you fall. It didn't work out for you. You may have got rejected. You might have done something you're not supposed to do, so you fall. You might have lost a lot of things. But God uses that to take you to your purpose. He uses that. He leads you to your purpose. Just like me, I suffered like heavy financial losses, just a lot of losses in my life and everything. Just like it didn't make any sense to me. It's almost like I was in a financial curse. It's like, what is going on? But I wasn't living in what I was supposed to do. Like what I'm supposed to do over here on YouTube. You know, preach the word of God, help the chosen ones out, like show you who you really are, and just kind of lift people up. That's what I'm supposed to do. So whenever you get these setbacks, usually since you've been getting attacked all your life, you go into places you're not supposed to be at, and then you fall down. You kind of fall, but then God leads you to what you're supposed to do. He leads you to better things, and then you bounce back hard. You bounce back super hard as a chosen one. Like, it almost doesn't make sense. It's because God literally take your mess, your whole mess that seems impossible. It's like, you're like, there's no way this is gonna, you're just like, there's no way it's gonna happen. But there is a way. He'll show you a way out of it, and you'll just bounce back super hard like it was nothing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is how chosen ones bounce back. Like, you bounce back really hard. Like, God will literally take you from the pit to the palace, as he says, from the pit to the palace in your life. You've had multiple situations like that where, like, you bounce back so hard. If you're a child of God, your life is a series of setbacks and bounce backs. Like, you set back and then bounce back extremely hard. You bounce back, like, it's just insane. It's so wonderful to see. You just see everyone kind of shocked. They're like, how did you do that? You probably had situations like this in life too, where your friends or like relatives or anyone you know, they're like, how did you do that? Like, how, like, I saw you here yesterday and now you're over here. Like, how'd you do that? The only thing that explains it is God. He's the one that's molding you. He's the one that has his hand on your life. So, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. But chosen ones, you bounce back extremely hard. This is just a fact. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the video and like and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.